Hi, my name is Corey Hollister. I'm a junior on the UB wrestling team, and I'm a chemistry major. I'm originally from Indiana. Actually, I grew up in Fort Wayne until I was about 9 years old, and then we moved to Warsaw, New York. My dad had grown up with a couple guys from there, and his kids were thinking about getting into wrestling. So they talked to us and were like, hey, do you guys want to do this with us? You know, it might be cool. You know, I've never done wrestling. I actually used to play basketball when I was little. So we were like, yeah, sure, we'll try it out. And since then, I've loved wrestling. So when I got recruited to wrestle here, I was thinking, you know, this is awesome. I know they're really good academically, they have good science programs, and my end game was to be a doctor. UB is building a new beautiful campus in downtown Buffalo, and that is going to integrate clinical studies into the medical school curriculum. I picked chemistry because I enjoyed the class itself. And med school doesn't necessarily require you to take a certain major. All you need to do is just take a certain number of classes, such as biochemistry or organic chemistry, just to get some background knowledge of medicine. And you have to take so many science courses, and I knew chemistry would help me with that.
Chemistry major is a great way to prepare for the pre-med track, for the medical school track. You know, chemistry or biological sciences, typically many students who major in these sciences will go on to pursue a medical degree. There's a whole lot of chemistry, in the body. There's a whole lot of basic chemistry and basic science, especially early on in the medical school, the real heavy coursework component of it. So Corey will be ready to go for that component, at least, of his coursework in med school.
With my chemistry degree, I actually want to go to med school. Hopefully, intend on being a emergency medicine doctor, just to follow my dad's footsteps. My father is a paramedic, and he's been a paramedic for over 20 years now. So when I was a sophomore in high school, he was deployed to Afghanistan with the Marines and did a tour over there for, I think, 7 months. And so he was gone for almost a year. Having him not there kind of influenced me to work a lot harder in wrestling and class, and made me try to figure out some things, what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. To follow in his footsteps would be really cool because he's such a major part of my life, and having him missing for that little part and making me want to excel that much more so he can hear about it in the letters, and sometimes when we got to talk to him, was very important to me.
Corey was the model student in every way. So he came to every class, did his thing, sat front and center, asked questions when he needed to ask questions, came to office hours. We had some good conversations. Any student athlete, especially playing a Division I sport, time management challenge must be a difficult one. So all the time on the road, all the time at practices, that's a tough nut to crack, I think. But obviously we have a lot of students who do it.
So it's Tuesday, and I gotta get ready to go to my first class of the day. But first I have to go to the library, so about to go do that. So wrestling specifically, I would say, and sports in general, they require you to have a certain determination and mindset in order to succeed. And I think that has helped me in the classroom because it helps me focus on the task at hand. And in order to succeed, you gotta consistently be working to improve yourself. And knowing that I can do that in other aspects of life and in wrestling, I know I could take it in the academic aspect and excel there and continue studying and know that as I worked harder, I was gonna get better.